the sponsors of this project, and then the chair of our board, and Yoel will give you just a few conditions and things to note about these grants. And then I wanted to ask if one representative from each of these 18 projects would just simply give us a brief, very brief presentation about what you will be focusing on over the next 120 days. And then we'll hand the checks out, give the awards.
And this program for me is very special because of the partners that we work with and because of the way the focus is on preserving BC's history, heritage, and culture in the hands of the residents. That we all get to decide what our history is and write it up and then share it. And for me, that's really the important part.
But I do, again, I want to congratulate each and every one of you. I was reading through some of the overviews, and many of the organizations and the neighborhoods that were supported by this grant I actually worked with or on when I was in the Deputy Mayor's office. So I'm just delighted to see that the Commission on Arts and Humanities is able to further support our communities, economic development, community development, history, and heritage retention here in the district as we undergo a great change. So again, thank you very much, and congratulations to everyone. And I look forward to getting to know you all a lot better over the next couple of weeks.
What I want to say to you all is I really acknowledge the fact that you all are stepping out and wanting to do the histories of your communities. That is so important. It's something that gladdens my heart, but it takes a lot of courage and creativity, but most of all, it takes some stick-to-itiveness because you have a very short window to produce an amazing product. So I think you should give yourselves a hand.
With the Deanwood Heights Main Streets. We're going to be expanding and reproducing our historic church tour of Deanwood, and it has been suggested that we create an audio of it as a product. So we're hashing out whether we're going to do it that way.
Hi, I'm Cindy Yankee, and I'm working on an exhibition on Franklin School. So I was glad to hear we had a project related to the summer school. This is going to be this summer at the Historical Society in one of these small grants looking at the history and use of the school as a school, DC Board of Education Administrative headquarters, and what's next.
Good evening. My name is Roma Harvey, and I'm the president and CEO of Education for Institute Inc. And we're going to be partnering with the Veterans History Project out of the Library of Congress, and we're going to be doing oral history on veterans of wars. And we hope to take these various histories, and we're going to get out of the Brightwood area and put them into the Library of Congress through this project.
Good evening. My name is Christopher Jerry, Vice President of Federal Citizens Association, and here on behalf of our Reverend William Presbury, and I have with us our treasurer, Patricia Jones. And we're going to do some history on Pharaoh. One of the things that I found when I first moved in the area 19 years ago is I thought I lived in Anacostia, and I later found that the area was called Pharaoh, and went on to find that a lot of it was actually cut up and set up as a development. So we're going to look into the history of that, see what we can find out.
Thank you. I'm James Pittman, the Historic Cap House Restoration Foundation. Our project will be handled by several people seated here, and was inspired by this gentleman here who's always wanted us to have a historic Cap Heritage Trail. And we will be developing a product on the walk-in and driving tour of Howard University, where our founders were. A couple sites there named for distinguished Captain and the Green Stadium. The Founders Walk, and of course the Massachusetts College was developed by an architect, who's the same architect who designed the historic Capitol House. Then we have the Louis Stokes Health Sciences Library over to Cardoza with the Salmo Stadium, 14th Street, the Frank D. Reeves Municipal Center, and onto the historic Capitol House. We'll be covering Howard University, neighborhood, the, Columbia Heights, U Street, and this Drivers Road section of the DuPont Circle Historic District.
Thanks. I'm Faye Armstrong, President of Historic Mount Pleasant, and Dave Williams, our secretary, is also here with me today. We're going to fill the gap in our historic district research from our applications done in 1985, and really did not discuss at all Mount Pleasant Street. It dealt with the houses, and referred to some of the apartment buildings, and the apartment buildings on Mount Pleasant Street. But we have a commercial district there, 3 blocks long, the redevelopment of which is lagging behind the rest of the neighborhood. So we want to fill the gap in the information about how that, those 3 blocks developed. Some of it was residential first, some of it has always been commercial. To try to interest our neighborhood in preserving the historical features that we get.
Just curious, how many people know what the McMillan Sand Filtration Site is? Well, a smattering, maybe a third. That's a lot for a group, actually, if you tell there's historic people here. I don't mean old people. There are 25 acres that are a really rich part of DC's cultural history. It was one of the few unsegregated parks. It was designed by the same design firm that designed Central Park. Folks in the neighborhood, some of the older folks, remember taking walks with their sweethearts. Courting. Neighborhood children played softball there. It was just, and the real magic is underground. It's a fabulous 25 acres, a very rich park. I see surprised looks in the room. Yeah, most people think of Mount Pleasant, maybe you're a mile away. Most people have no idea. It sits directly south of the Veterans Hospital. It's a danger right now donation, but it is an absolutely stunning site, so I'd like people to understand and appreciate this rich part of our heritage and what it contributed. One of the most significant things it contributed was actually giving us its first pew. We're going to be producing an informational booklet. We will also be producing a video, and then the third component will be bringing these materials through public presentations in the various civic groups and community associations throughout the region, throughout the surrounding neighborhoods.
Good evening, everyone. Recently, I do a lot of work in the Berry Farm community, and I live in that community. And I recently found out that it was the first place where African Americans formed a home ownership community after the Civil War. And those people who purchased those 1-acre lots after the Civil War, that money was one of the first ways Howard University was funded, because it was established by the same man, Oliver Otis Howard, who established Howard University in 1867. So it was striking to me that young men in that community right now are more likely to go to DC jail than Howard University. So I began to uncover the history, and I found out that the guy who started the United Negro College Fund, Frederick Douglass Patterson, lived in that community. Seafarers Yacht Club, first Commodore Howard Gasaway lived in that community, his first black yacht club in the nation. Solomon G. Brown, who represented DC in the first territorial government, came from this neighborhood. So I found all this stuff out, got a camera, started doing a documentary, started filming, interviewing historians, ran into Patsy Fletcher. She said I should apply for a grant, got a grant. And I ended up with over 5 hours worth of footage. It's a long story. So I did a 60-minute version. It premiered at the Historical Society of Washington in the Carnegie Building this past Saturday. It was a packed theater. It was good. It's an article right now in the Eastern New paper on it, if you check it out. And then right now I'm working with the manager to help support us. Edits 90-minute version and for screening purposes. And then I'm going to do a TV series, kind of like chop up the 5 hours into like 30-minute episodes and try to get that on TV. And the name of the project is Great Farm, Past and Present. But it's not about Great Farm, it's about all communities who are forgotten around the world. And just uncovering and, his story, history, telling his story.
The anniversary of the Freedom Rides is a year from now, and Hugh Washington, most people don't know that he started marker. There's inside the history of the bus station and the whole transition period, but there's not any indication that the Freedom Rides started there. Freedom Rides, in the Freedom Rides, over 400 people were arrested from all over the country going through Alabama into Mississippi into maximum security for the right to have interstate travel, black and white city together. So,
my name is Edwin Bancroft Henderson II, and I'm founder of the Cherry Hill Heritage Foundation. And the Cherry Hill Heritage Foundation, along with DC Basketball and the Smithsonian, is putting on a 2-day conference, hoping that the city will embrace its basketball legacy and celebrating the 100th anniversary that the 12th Street YMCA won what was called the Colored Basketball World Championship. My grandfather, E.B. Henderson, is the one that brought basketball here to Washington, D.C. after learning the game at Harvard University. For the first time on a wide-scale organized basis, introduced the sport to African Americans. This is something that we want to expose, and we want the city to embrace and to recognize that Washington, D.C. is a hotbed of basketball. So we're planning a conference which will take place on November 12th and 13th. 12th will be at the Smithsonian, the American History Museum, and the 13th will be at Howard University. And we hope everybody will come out and enjoy and embrace this legacy which belongs to our great city.
Washington East Foundation is serving as a fiduciary for an oral history project for Hillcrest Community Civic Association. We last year celebrated our 20th anniversary, and we had a full month of activities. And this is the final component. And, we want to capture the history from 30, at a minimum of 15, a maximum of 30 civic leaders in our community, so that we can tell our story, tease from it lessons learned that might be of benefit to other civic associations around the city.
Right. My name is Beverly Lindsay Johnson. I'm the president of the National Hand Dance Association, and the Humanities Council of Washington, D.C. has been a strong supporter of the art form known as hand dance. Hand dance is, for those who don't know what hand dance is, it's a contemporary form of swing-style partner dance that's indigenous to Washington, D.C. The style that they do here is, it has a 50-year plus tradition, and it is the official dance of the District of Columbia by resolution of the D.C. Council. And so with that, and the National Hand Dance Association is documenting the 50-plus year history of hand dance through oral histories with people whose lives have been impacted by this dance. We're getting oral histories, and then we're going to take the oral histories along with oral histories that we collected from past Humanities Council grants, and we're going to take that and make a 30-minute documentary on hand dance called, I think it's called The Swing of D.C.
Good evening. My name is General, Tyrone General, and with me this evening is Mr. Leander Moore, our Vice President. I'm with Woodlawn Cemetery Perpetual Care Association, and our project will endeavor to develop visual aids to assist us in sharing and celebrating the lives of our ancestors, African American ancestors that are buried or interred at Woodlawn Cemetery. We've been using this mode to encourage young people to recognize alternatives to overcoming barriers and talk about the richness of our ancestors. And these visual aids will assist in that. We've gone to several high schools, a couple junior high schools. We're in the process of putting together a play.